country like the United States, an important country, felt the necessity of using these words indicates how acute the problem has become and how rich, how deep and how divisive this issue has become. This theory of clash of civilizations remained in the agenda by some. Of clash of civilizations attempts to reinterpret history in order to try to prove that our common history is one of the continuous tension and conflict. Its supporters present essentially protracted political problems as civilization issues. They also seem to believe that there is a hierarchy between cultures. As such, we believe that the so-called theory of clash of the civilizations does not remain as an innocent idea. It has become a mindset for many people representing different cultures throughout the world. Therefore, we believe it poses a very serious threat to world peace and global stability. Turkey is ready to play its role to counter discriminatory approaches and to promote peace and tolerance among different cultures. In this respect, Turkey's unique position as a bridge between Europe and Islam, East and West, may well serve as an example where different cultures can actually live in peace and harmony. This concept of harmony in diversity finds its basis in deep-rooted culture of Anatolia. Many refer to Anatolia as cradle of civilizations. Tolerance, peaceful coexistence, and cross-cultural fertilization are the most important elements of all these civilizations. The Ottoman Empire has also endorsed this culture of tolerance and even further developed. During the mightiest era of the empire, different races and religions lived side by side in peace. Today, the Republic of Turkey represented this long-lasting tradition. Turkish nation composed of different ethnic and religious groups. But according to our constitution, all individuals are equal before the law. State does not recognize any differences on the basis of ethnicity or religion. Moreover, different ethnic or religious groups living in Turkey have ties with their homelands in our neighborhood. To give an example, we have today in Turkey more Bosnians than in Bosnia proper. We have more Albanians living in Turkey than in Albania itself, more Chechens and Abkhazians living in our country than in their own present state. Therefore, Turkey is uniquely positioned as a bridge between peoples of West and East, of Balkans and Caucasus, of Middle East and Europe, and it is the only country where European values and Islam truly meet. We believe in richness of diversity. That's why Turkey contributes to international efforts aiming at building mutual understanding and tolerance among different civilizations. Now, Now let me come back to the earlier point I was making, the alliance of civilizations. Turkey prefers to think in terms of one universal civilization based on fundamental values such as democracy and human rights. We believe that regional cultures can coexist under the global umbrella. Founder of our republic, Kemal Atatürk, defines civilization as one single ocean where different cultures as rivers flowing to this ocean of civilization. So this division between different cultures, as it becomes more sharper and more deeper, we began to worry a lot. Something has to be done to reverse this trend, this dangerous trend. And this is how this initiative of alliance of civilizations came about. Fortunately, Turkey is not alone in this cause. There are many other nations who see cultural diversity as richness rather than a threat. So in the year 2005, Turkey, as a predominantly Muslim country, and Spain as a predominantly Catholic country, the leaders of those two countries took the initiative. So Turkish and the Spanish prime ministers took this initiative to create an alliance of civilization in 2005. It was subsequently endorsed by the United Nations Secretary General and therefore became a UN initiative. It is important to underline that neither Prime Minister Erdogan of Turkey nor Prime Minister Zapatero of Spain regard themselves as leaders or spokespersons or representatives of Islam and Christianity. They are simply two concerned high-level politicians that felt the need that something had to be done. So after the launching of this initiative in 2005, a great many distance has been covered. There were some meetings, and prior to that, a high-level group was established. And this high-level group met several times in several places. They prepared reports, and those reports were submitted to the UN Secretary General in 2006 in a meeting in Istanbul. The area was established in New York, and former Portuguese President Sampaio was appointed by the Secretary General as the High Representative of this initiative. Another group was created called Group of Friends within the organization of the United Nations, and so far 88 countries and 16 regional and international organizations joined in this group of friends. Happy to note that Japan is also a member in this group of friends. Again, several meetings followed after that. A plan of action was drafted and accepted in those meetings. After the first meeting in Istanbul, a second meeting again in Istanbul was held earlier last year. There was a great participation into that meeting. 5 heads of state, 1 speaker of a parliament. There's 10 other ministers and 12 leaders of international organizations participated. And the next meeting of this initiative will be held in May this year in Rio de Janeiro, in Brazil. This is an ongoing initiative. It has picked up momentum, and it seems to be proceeding very satisfactorily. This alliance of civilization is a sound response to the ideology of the clash of civilizations and its mindless search for uniformity. The fundamental philosophy of this initiative is to achieve broad acceptance of harmony and unity in diversity. So the major objectives of the alliance can be summarized as follows. Exclusivity with an inclusive approach which embraces all cultures as they are. Place human dignity at the very top of our scale of values. To reject offensive generalizations and exaggerated fears of peoples of other faiths. To develop a network of partnership with states, international organizations, and civil society that share the goals of the alliance. State dialogue among different groups that can act as a force of moderation and understanding during times of heightened cross-cultural tensions. The alliance provides an opportunity to refute the notion that our common history is one of unending mutual hatred and conflict. The history of mankind contains ample proof of our long tradition of cross-cultural fertilization. Another distinctive feature of the alliance is its result-oriented approach. We are pleased to see that the Alliance of Civilization initiative is already making a difference. Strong global interest in the initiative proves that the international community prefers an environment of cooperation rather than confrontation. And the last point I want to make on this subject is this. We think that the last paragraph, that the Alliance of Civilizations is a noble cause. Therefore, we call on all countries and international organizations to support the initiative by participating in its implementation stage. Talk about a little on Turkey's multidimensional foreign policy, and perhaps this might help you understand better how Turkey can play the role it intends to play. As one of the countries initiated the Alliance of Civilizations, Turkey follows a foreign policy which attaches great importance to dialogue, interdependence, and cooperation. The Republic of Turkey has been pursuing, since its establishment, a peaceful, realistic, and consistent foreign policy guided by the principle of peace at home and peace abroad, set out by its first President, Kemal Atatürk. We believe everybody must start dialogue and cooperation from its immediate neighborhood. Therefore, in our foreign policy, we introduced the concept of zero problem with neighbors, and Turkey has made significant progress in resolving outstanding issues in its neighborhood. To take another look at Turkey's position in its neighborhood, might have a better idea. This is where we are at present. It's a very strategically important location, as you can see. A larger portion of our country lies in Asia, and a small portion is in Europe. Are adjacent to such turbulent regions as the Middle East, the Caucasus, and the Balkans. As many of you know, that Turkey used to be a large empire. The regions, immediate regions around Turkey was once ruled by Turkey. There are today perhaps as many as 30 countries that were once of the Ottoman Empire, now all, of course, independent countries. I'm saying this just to emphasize that we have very meaningful ties with all those countries surrounding us, ethnically, religiously, linguistically, culturally. And as you can see from its location, I mentioned a small part of our country lies in Europe. It is also a meeting point of perhaps East and West as we know it. Now, coming back to the basics of our foreign policy, third paragraph. In the fragile and international environment of today, concepts such as democratization, pluralism, sustainable development, human development, intercultural understanding, and the building of harmony and tolerance among cultures are gaining priority and importance. To bring solutions to the problems on the basis of international law and effective multilateralism is becoming more evident than ever. As a member of today's globalized world, Turkey employs a multidimensional, goal-oriented, balanced, and humanitarian foreign policy with a view to restoring and maintaining peace, enhancing the stability and prosperity in the world, and particularly in its vicinity. Problems in our region have global implications. Therefore, Turkey's constructive and peaceful regional policies serve not only our own neighborhood, but also global peace. To give you some examples on recent steps taken by Turkish foreign policy, we can cite the following. We signed two protocols with Armenia, one of our neighbors, which not only paves way of normalization of our bilateral relations, but also highly contributes to